A friend of mine traveled. He just going to village. They wanted to kidnap him. They shot him, shot his father, shot driver. A country without security. You live here in Europe. How many times have people shot you? Can you be afraid of security? You understand? So we are just asking the Nigerian government to give us independence. We need independent country of our own. Biafra. They should grant us of our need, our desire. That's what we need. A country. Let us build a country that we can call our own. Now, Kenya is only the African country that have flight from Kenya to New York City, 15 hours. Does Nigeria have that? Do we have can we boast an airplane? Most of the airplane we have sold it out. Now they say Tunisia, I don't know if it's Tunisia or Morocco, have a fast train. They just launched it. That was last month. Fast train that could take you in a 4-hour journey, take you 1 hour 30 minutes. Then where are we going? Can we boast of road? No. Infrastructure? No. No good education? No good transport? No security? What can we boast as a country? Poverty, we cannot even put up job. Maybe you're working and it's okay, there is no good road, but you're working. You can okay. You understand? So if you reason things, you will know that Nigeria has failed the youth. Nigeria has failed the youth. Nigeria has failed the youth. The government has failed the youth. Youth are dying in the sea. They say because they don't know anything. No, they know what they are doing. Because if you stay in Nigeria now, what can you boast of? You're a poor man. You're a poor person, from poor family. Without any help, you cannot survive. But here in Europe, it's hard for you to differentiate someone that is rich and the poor. Everybody almost is the same. You go the same. There is what they call civilization. When a rich man can enter a public transport, that is called civilization. When a rich man park his car, enter public transport, that is called civilization. But in Nigeria, how many rich people do enter public transport? Apart from plane.
You will even ask whether Nigeria has a public transport.
You understand? So we need a country of our own which we can build on truth. Because in Nigeria there is no truth.
So we have been meeting a lot. I've been seeing the African meeting. Before, as I said, they are attempting to become a country.
Yes.
But suddenly collapse. Then now, what are they planning to do next? And what is their decision? You understand? It's like, for me, it's like their decision is slow now. Which of course everybody is waiting to see the result. Even me, I'm waiting to see the next result. So this meeting we are meeting is a good meeting that makes me glad. And I'm interested, that is why I came to the meeting. So for us gathering now, what is the flag of tomorrow that will come in? Not meeting for long, not meeting the meeting we have made before. What is the decision that is going to be us to become another country? Maybe next year or the next 2 years.
Okay. One family.
My brother, your question is very, very important.
Can you raise your head, please?
Your question is very, very interesting. We'll answer it to our own ability. No, a nation is not built by day. Even ordinary building, you can't build it in a day. Meanwhile, according to my coordinator, he said we have fought the war previously. Although we didn't lose the war, because it's no retreat,
No victor, no vanquish.
Now, concerning you are coming to your question. Mandela spent almost 21 years in prison. 27 years in prison to fight for Africa. Many countries spent many years in getting their own freedom. Meanwhile, do you know that Biafra is older than Nigeria? Because you, as a person, is an Igbo man, average Igbo man or an Eastern region previously before amalgamation of Nigeria by Loluba. So you have been in existence before it. Secondly, the name Biafra is already there already. Then let's come to this very answer of the question. Now, what people try to achieve in many years. Nnamdi Kanu started this in 2014. 2014. 2014, just radio blog, broadcast, through internet, all those things. Many people wasn't aware. 2015, it becoming obvious. It started attracting people. That is the same 2015, people emerged. The same 2015, they went to cell, to prison. 2016, like 2017, he was released. And he has attracted the world. You see it now. Then to assure you that Biafra is now or tomorrow, is that coming to Nigeria, they have sold the Nigeria, me and you. We claim we are Nigerians. Why we are not Nigerians? We claim we are Nigerians because we are forced to be Nigerians. We are not Nigerians. They have sold Nigerians to Sudanese people. You see, the Sudanese that are managing Nigeria, Nigeria is being sold at this present moment. It's another country that is managing Nigeria. So now, do you know if you boycott the election, just like what is happening in Catalonia now? They boycotted the election. Then Spanish officers don't have much power over them. Just like now, if you boycott this election that is coming, then Nigerian forces will not have that much power and all these their governments into us, over us, I mean to say. Because if they come, you resist them. You are not among them. Then people, what are now started talking? Is it Gambia? Gambia, yeah, I watched the Gambia. Is it yesterday? Their president was saying Biafra is resistant. They have recognized Biafra. You watch is very good. If you watch is very national television now, they are talking about genocide, Biafra genocide, day in, day out. Then America have said something about it. Even yesterday, America have won their people. 2019 election, there might be collision. Do you know that now? What we need is referendum. Then, and director have already told us last Saturday that he's coming. And the coming of director, you know, prophecies works from him. I believe there is prophecies, and what he says, he does it. Then, before we fleet out during his broadcast, he says there will be a time Nigerian government will look for him, they will not find him, and he's coming out. He's coming out with Biafra. He's coming out with Biafra. That's what he said during that period. Now, he's coming back, you know, he's coming back now. Be the last of Nigerians. Do you know it? There will be no election. Prophecies have made it clear. There will be no court sitting over his case. And never since that time, no court sitting over his case until today. And even the prophet is saying it as well. There might be no general election comes 2019. Now what is happening? Atiku is going different way. Why is going different way? Atiku now said that he has signed peace bill. Jubilee said he will not sign
electoral bill.
So difference not together. So I assure you, difference coming. If you didn't come next year, you come next 2 years.
Yeah, you got.
Try to subscribe your phone and register your Facebook onto Biafra. Every information about Biafra, they will be passing you. Both their video, the whole thing that in difference they now they do rally. in Biafra land, day before yesterday. Then on Monday, they still do rally based on this church, this June, this Jewish church that they replace back now. So those people are doing rally every day now. Even day before yesterday, they have problem with soldiers. So they are doing the rally, soldiers attack them. So try to subscribe your phone, register your Facebook in Biafra. So that your Facebook profile will be on that Biafra. Every information about Biafra, video, everything, they will be passing you. You will know the way forward. Understand?
Not only Facebook. We are here in Ferrara. You see how our meeting every month. So if you want to know more, you come to us. Then you can see the update in everything that happening all over the world. So it's not, but for sure, even though it tarries, but Biafra must come to pass. There's many issues, but that issue now try to resolve everything. I believe you understand. Thank you.
I already know that light and darkness cannot include themselves.
I like your face. You know everything, so there's no room to too much grammar.
Look at our light there.
Yes, so
We are moving right.
at least everything is clear for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
To add to what we are saying, Biafra is not only about Ndibo or Eastern region. When Biafra come, it will be a light that the whole Africa will be liberated from all these external forces that is siphoning our natural, God-given natural resources to develop their own country. Even if, God forbid, Biafra didn't come, Nigeria will be a better place that you and I will feel that you belong to. That is, even if, which I said, God forbid, because I know Biafra will come. Because Africa will profit more if Biafra come than say all of us agree. Let us just arrange how we'll be living in Nigeria. There are people who will not be there when the agreement is signed. When they grow up, they will still want to liberate themselves. To tell you the fact, no African country with the population of Nigeria as it is now can survive with our mentality as black people. I will use a polygamous family, for example, for you. Every polygamous family in this life end up in crisis. Because no matter what you do, the other person will feel as if you're cheating him. There's no how you can please a polygamous family, no matter how rich the person are. I give you an example. When Moshood Abiola, he was, I think, the richest African then. But when he died, how many people hear his name now? Today again. His name is just like, he's fading down. Why? Because he had a polygamous family. And among his children now, they are dragging who is the first son, who is the richer, who is the poorest. By so doing, that name, that legacy that he worked so hard to build is going down the drain. So also is Nigeria. Nigeria, at least, let me not lie, according to Google, we have more than 440 something languages, 400 and something dialects. In Igbo land now, because I will use Igbo as example, because within us, almost like each village has their own dialect. Now, you can imagine whereby you gather in a meeting with the mentality that they used to colonize Nigeria, to amalgamate Nigeria. When you're talking something I don't understand, I will always feel like you are talking about me. Whereas I might not be even thinking about you. I don't even know that you are there. Just because you are not hearing what I'm saying, you feel maybe this person is talking about me. That is the key reason why the zoo called Nigeria is where they are. Because nobody trusts each other. Biafra is all about to wipe away all this segregation, all this discrimination among people. But people who don't understand, who might see us on the go, you might believe maybe we just want to cause war. We are not going for war, because we know the effect of war, because we already fought the war for a good 3 years. You understand my point? So Biafra is all about unity, about enlightenment, making you know who you are, knowing your right. At least we have the advantage that most of us are here in Europe. At least here in Europe, the law, all the whole law they make is simply your right stops where my own starts, and my own right stops where your own begins. If you understand that phrase, that you're right, you have right to do this one, you have right to do that one, it stops when my own begin, and my own stop when your own begin. So I wouldn't want to displease you, and you wouldn't dare to displease me. So we maintain it. Maybe now you're going to work tomorrow morning, and maybe tomorrow is my off day. Because I'm not going to work tomorrow, I have to play music very loud. You're already breaching my own right. Because maybe Tuesday you will be going to work, I will not be going to work. If you do that to me, maybe Tuesday I will still do the same thing, so that you will not sleep. You understand now? So that is the sign of how people develop. Because it's all about knowing what is your right and knowing the other person's right. Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you love your neighbor as yourself, maybe you know that he will be going to work tomorrow morning. You wouldn't just make noise so that he won't sleep. You can imagine when maybe you're going to work 7 o'clock, and around 1 o'clock, somebody woke you up. Maybe you have been sleeping. Somebody woke you up. You know that if you wake up, before you go back to sleep again, it will take you nothing less than 30 minutes before you sleep. And by so doing, the hours that you're supposed to rest, to gather the energy to face the next day, it has already been reduced. That is what Biafra stands for. Letting us know who we are. Just like give you that confidence that you can demand for your right. Demanding for your right is not here in Italy, because here we don't have any right. They are not owing us nothing. Because the people that are owing us is where you're coming from. Just like most of us who find ourselves here, what we have is just like a privilege, just like a gift. They're just like helping you. It's not compulsory that they must do it. There is no must there, because they are not owing you nothing. Your responsibility belongs to the country where you come from. But whereby your country that you come from cannot just take care of you, and you find yourself in another country, you need to at least understand the law of the land and obey the law of the land. But that is, to me, I believe that is where progress comes from. That is the step of prosperity. But first of all, you need to obey the law before the land can favor you. If you don't obey the law of the land can never favor you. You might believe that you're making a hell lot of money, but at the end of the day, you find out that all your struggle, all your effort was just in vain. Since I joined Ipob, it was just like Ipob has become like a university where you learn things you don't know, things you never believe that exist. If you see your fellow human being, you now see him as a human being, not just as a image. Because the problem we have, just like we see ourselves as image. Just that picture, you just like when somebody snap you picture, you'll be looking at you see the picture. But among out of that image that you're seeing, there's a living being inside that person. that being that is inside your body, it needs liberation. That's how you cage that being inside you. It becomes frustration. And once the inner being is frustrated, even the image too will become frustrated. So let us not go into detail. I believe with all this, what we have said now, you understand where we are going. Biafra has not come, but we believe it will come. And when it comes, it will be the light of Africa. God bless you.